Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you've seen in today's title, I'm going to be picking my February TBR. My January reading month actually did not end up going all that well. I hit the biggest book slump and I only read 2 books out of the 6 that I picked. Hopefully in February we have a better reading month. All the books that I picked in my January TBR that I didn't end up reading are back on the cart. Without further ado, let's get started. First prompt. The first prompt is a book with chapter titles. For this prompt, I found 2 options. I'm sure there's more on there, but I'm not gonna sit there and flip through every single book. And I was trying to kind of go with a theme for February. So I have Things We Left Behind by Lucy Score, which yet again is still, I'm putting it off for some reason. And then I have Not in Love by Allie Hazelwood. Both of these have chapter titles. For this prompt, I think I'm going to go with Not in Love by Allie Hazelwood because this cover is cute. It's giving Valentine's Day and obviously February. So that's the first book going on my February TBR. Next prompt. So the next prompt I have is a book with a map. TBR Jar is really doing me a lot of favors. So for this prompt, I have a lot of options to go off of. The only downside is a lot of the books with maps are part of a series, and I'm in the middle of like 31 series right now, and I kind of wanted to take all those series off my list, but it looks like I might be adding one. I don't know. This is such a hard decision. For this prompt, I'm gonna stick with Caraval because I really want to read this book. I just don't know why I can't bring myself to pick it up. With that said, I'm gonna add Caraval to my February TBR. Next prompt. I think I'm still only gonna be picking 6 for this month. Next prompt is a book cover that you love. I love so many book covers though, so this one's gonna be really hard. For this prompt, I think I'm gonna go with Wild at Heart by K.A. Tucker. This is the 2nd book in the Simple Wild series, so I'm gonna be adding this to my February TBR. Next prompt. My TBR jar has been giving me great prompts. I hope for the next 3 prompts it does the same. Oh, this one's a good one. A book that I think is going to be a 5-star prediction. Oh gosh. The book I'm going to pick for this prompt is Promise Me Not by Megan Brandy, and I only say this because Say You Swear is one of my all-time favorite books, and honestly I feel like this might be my 5-star prediction. This prompt was very hard to choose book. With that being said, Promise Me Not is going on my February TBR. 2 more prompts. A book with mountains on the cover. Well, that could have been Wild at Heart because it has mountains on the cover. Okay, I ended up having 2 options for this. Off to the Races has mountains on the cover by Elsie Silver, and The Great Alone has mountains on the cover, which this is going to be a really hard decision. I'm coming out of a book slump, so I really did not want to have really thick books on my TBR. Here we are because this is my only option and gotta do what the prompt says. Will I read it? Probably not. I don't know why I make these TBR videos sometimes. I try to stick to them, but I'm really a mood reader at heart. For this prompt, I'm gonna go with Off to the Races by Elsie Silver, just because The Great Alone really intimidates me and I don't know if I'm really ready to read that book. Last prompt. A book that's been on my TBR for more than 2 years. That one won't be a hard one to pick because a lot of these books have been on my TBR for more than 2 years. For this prompt, I'm going to pick Set on You by Amy Lee because this one's been on my TBR forever. And I also have like X's and O's, which really gives February vibes, and I would like to try to get through these little interconnected standalones. This will be my 6th and final book going on my TBR. So let's recap all the books that my TBR jar picked for February. Set on You by Amy Lee, Off to the Races by Elsie Silver, Promise Me Not by Megan Brandy, Wild at Heart by K.A. Tucker, Caraval by Stephanie Garber, and Not in Love by Allie Hazelwood. So that's it for my February TBR. Please comment down below if you've read any of these books and what you thought about them. But until next time, I'll see you later. Bye!